But I forgot to tell you
Mm.
that um, you know how they give us a raise every year, right?
Hmm.
Well, at the institution where I'm working, they have given us almost a 35% increase. Yeah.
That's
And
amazing.
we were all like,
What?
what? Yeah, we were like,
That's
what?
wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're all
Wow.
happy about that. We're really,
No
really happy
kidding.
about that.
It's cold in here.
You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love. Hey, friend.
Hit the damn record and
Hit the damn record. See, we record something.
Oh, hi, friend. Welcome to the Unlikely Frenz Podcast.
Where two friends living abroad talk about race, race relations,
How we feel about it, what it means to us.
and everything in between.
Sometimes gossip.
So, to all of our dear friends, if you are watching us on YouTube and you follow us on Facebook and you are listening to us on Spotify, please like, share, and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know when we post a new video. So, ding, ding, baby. Ding, ding.
Ding a ding. All right.
So, how you
So
being, friend?
I'm good. I'm good. I
Good.
moved, so my background looks a little bit crazy. It'll probably look different next time you see
I
me,
don't know.
but
I like the
I'm
glass
good.
in the back. It looks nice.
I kind of feel a little bit like Cheers Bar, where
Yeah,
everybody knows your name.
absolutely. Why not? I'm here for it. This is our third part to the Black Panther talk or podcast, if you will. This
Hmm.
is
Hmm.
about Black women, healthcare,
Hmm.
and the violence of neglect. So, so far, we have talked about the Black Panther Party as a political target and about Black women being
Hmm.
its backbone. Uh, but there's one more layer that we need to sit with because it connects the past directly to the present.
And that's healthcare. Because for Black women, healthcare has never been neutral, uh, never really been fair. Um, it's always been shaped by surveillance, neglect, punishment, sometimes experimentation. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where a lot of distrust comes, especially in the medical field for Black people. But, you know, the Panthers understood that. They
Mm.
understood that state violence isn't only bullets and batons. It is also what happens when healthcare is withheld or even weaponized.
Yeah. The Black Panthers didn't open these clinics as a side project. They they did it because Black people were dying from preventable conditions, and hospitals were turning them away or treating them as disposable. Sickle cell anemia is a perfect example, and it disproportionately affected Black communities, but it's grossly underfunded and understudied and often ignored.
Yeah, so, you know, Black women stepped in to fill that breach.
Mm.
They organized testing programs. They educated families about it. They demanded recognition. This was not only groundbreaking, but it was revolutionary because it exposed a truth that the state just didn't want to acknowledge, that Black suffering wasn't accidental, it was policy. And I would also say that even though I don't have any family member, I have one family member actually who has sickle cell anemia, and that was because his father was uh no, his father had sickle cell anemia, but
Mm.
my nephew has sickle cell traits. Now, nobody in my
Mm.
immediate family carries sickle cell, but it's only something, sickle cell is only found in Black people. White people don't have this.
Black women that were Panthers occupied a dangerous position. They were caregivers, but they weren't quiet. They weren't compliant. They weren't kind. They were healers who named the system that caused people harm.
So for them, running clinics meant collecting data, building trust
Mm-hmm.
in the communities, and creating alternatives to the state controlled medicine.
And and that made them targets. Surveillance followed these clinics, and funding was cut, and leaders were harassed, and they knew that healthcare was power, and whoever controls these lives, who gets treated, they control the future.
Absolutely.
We tend to think of state violence as something dramatic, right? Raids, arrests,
Yeah.
assassinations. But for Black women, it's often quieter and constant.
It's maternal mortality rates
Mm.
because Black women are 3 times more likely to die um, in pregnancy than white women. It's doctors not listening. It's pain just being dismissed. It's being criminalized for pregnancy outcomes. Like if you have too many children, they say, oh, you're just having children to get on welfare. It's prisons becoming mental health wards. You know, the Panthers named this quite early in the game. They said neglect is violence,
Mm.
delay is violence, disbelief is violence.
And what Black women in the Panthers fought against didn't just disappear when the party dissolved.
Absolutely. You can draw a straight line from Panther health clinics to today's Black led birth justice movements. From sickle cell testing to fights over medical racism, from police violence to hospital neglect. And that same pattern repeats when Black women organize, care outside state control. The response is suspicion, defunding, and criminalization.
If you like what you're seeing, if you like what you're hearing, like, share, and subscribe.
This isn't just history, it's instruction. The Panthers taught us that the healthcare system isn't just about treatment, it's about dignity, autonomy, survival on our own terms. And Black women carried that vision, often without credit, often under threat. which brings us to how we want to close in this series.
When people talk about the Black Panther Party, they ask why the government was afraid, but that's the wrong question. The real question is, why wouldn't the government be afraid of Black women who knew how to keep each other alive? Black women who fed children without question, who treated illness without apology, who named violence even if the people wore a lab coat or a police badge or a hospital ID. The Panthers didn't just imagine freedom, they practiced it, and Black women made it livable. They proved that care could be radical, that healing could be political, that survival could be organized. And for that, they were watched, they were harassed, they were erased. But just because they're erased doesn't mean they're absent. Their fingerprints are on every mutual network, every community clinic, every demand that Black pain must be taken seriously. So if this series has left you unsettled, makes you feel uncomfortable, good. It should make you feel uncomfortable, because the story of the Black Panther it's not just about the past. It's what happens to oppressed people, especially Black women, who decide to live and live fully and connect with their community and connect with the people that are going to be the future. And so the truth is simple, even if it makes you uncomfortable. A system that requires your suffering, in fact, fears your healing. That's not history. That's a red flag. That is a warning. And it's also an invitation.
An invitation to heal. Well said, Desma. Well said. Okay, friend.
I can't
contemplative.
I can't shake my shoulders right now.
Why? What happened?
I'm just thinking about women. Just thinking about women. Thinking about Black women.
Yeah.
And guys, once again, I'll say thank you, David, for giving me this opportunity to read. I mean, you didn't give me the opportunity to read, but you encouraged the opportunity to read and to learn. And I think that's really important, especially this month. I mean, it's important every month, but Black History Month especially, because we need to do our best to educate ourselves and to come with an open mind and an open heart. And that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. I'll even tag on to that and tell people that especially white people, just because you don't see it, just because you don't experience it, doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. Black people have suffered under our medical system through, as we said before, experiments and also neglect. These all equate to violence. It may not be physical violence, per se as we perceive on, at a riot or something like that. But that type of negligence is violence.
Hmm.
And we have been saying this for such a long time, but still, for the most part, many black people get ignored because white people say, "Oh, well, I've never seen it before. It's never happened to me." But just because it doesn't happen to you doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. And we
Hmm.
just
Hmm.
want people to. The reason why we are doing this is to highlight and help open eyes and say, look, this really does happen. Now, you don't have to take our word for it. We are only giving you the information to talk about this, but do your own research. If you before you call us, you know, liars or something like that, do your own research. If you think that we are still incorrect, find someone who is black.
Yeah, or someone who lived through the 1960s, 1970s in
Yeah,
California, because they'll
not
tell
only in
you something different.
California, not only in California, find a black person who's lived in the South.
Well,
They will
yeah,
tell
yeah,
you
for sure, for sure.
quite readily. Although, I think people in the South are a little bit more resistant to learning about what happened to black people than most people that live in the United States because of its history. But I mean,
Well, it should. I
knowledge
mean,
is
like I
power. Go ahead.
yeah, and like I said, if it makes you uncomfortable, good. It absolutely should make you feel
It
uncomfortable
should make
because
you
it was
uncomfortable.
was and is uncomfortable. It's
And
wrong.
it's
And
wrong. I think how the best way to see this is as state sanctioned violence.
mm,
State sanctioned violence.
yeah.
And what intrigues me the most about this is that this is the medical field. Now the medical field is science. Science is either uh, disproven or confirmed. And many of these things that black people go through in our society have been disproven, but still get practiced
Mm,
because of biases.
yeah, yeah.
And this is in the medical field where you're supposed to feel the most safe,
Mhm.
the most heard, the most trusted.
Mhm.
And it's difficult. It's very difficult for for black people and brown people, not only black people and brown people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, friend.
Okay, friend.
I will shake my shoulders a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. It's okay. So, to all of our friends who are watching us on YouTube, following us on Facebook, and listen to us on Spotify, please like, share, and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know when we post a new video. So, ding, ding, baby. Ding, ding.
Ding a ding. And happy Black History Month, everybody.
Happy Black History
Read
Month.
up.
Read up. Happy learning.
Happy learning.
Bye.
Bye.
Deuces.